Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's about 9:50, almost 10 o'clock on, I think it's the first day of winter, if I'm not mistaken, the 21st of December, I think. Maybe it's tomorrow, but you can see kind of stuck in the clouds today, storm passing off to the south, and that is kind of where we remain tonight. Stuck in the clouds. You can see this is the satellite view, a lot of high clouds, pretty much a high overcast. For today, maybe a little filtered sunshine earlier, and then it was just fairly cloudy with a little bit of dim sun throughout the day. Kind of not as nice and bright as yesterday, but we'll be getting some more sunshine. Let's go look at the AccuWeather here, the radar, and we will look at show you your storm right here. There it is. So a little light mixed precipitation right now in parts of northern parts of New Jersey, though it's just a little light rain. And that's what we'll be dealing with pretty much tonight as the storm goes by to the south of us. Looking at the current temperatures, you'll see we are around 40 degrees, and we'll go over those lows in a minute because I think we got down pretty cold last night. Not going to see that radiational cooling tonight, so generally mid-30s to around 40 degrees across the entire area. Light easterly winds. Let's see Jersey, a little warmer there, 41 in New Jersey. Let's go look at the highs and the lows for today. And looking at the dew points, you can see still have dew points around 30 degrees, so fairly dry air, but that's why it's going to take a little bit for that rain to get in here. Look at West Hampton. It said it got down to 19 last night, so cold night in West Hampton. Islip got down to 25. Farmingdale got down to 30, 24 in Carr Place, 32 in the city. So pretty cool night last night across the area. Let's see if the Pine Barrens in New Jersey were able to cool off last night. Let's see. So 25 in Toms River. Yeah, they did get some radiational cooling down to 20 in Lakehurst. Okay, oil field there near the Pine Plains in New Jersey, 20 degrees for a low. Let's look at the high temperatures and see what we got up to today in New Jersey. So 43 in downtown Toms River, 42 at Lakehurst. So they were pretty in the low 40s. That's pretty close to average for this time of the year. Same thing on Long Island, 43 at Islip. So fairly close to average today. Tomorrow, though, we will be going above average once again. So let's take a look at our weather. The storm here that is offshore here. You see that on the GFS. So we're going to track this. Here we are. So it is going to be moving offshore for tonight into tomorrow. And for your Thursday, we'll have more sunshine. Maybe we'll break out into some sunshine tomorrow afternoon. The storm seems to be moving a little slower. But Thursday we should have sunshine, northwest flow. You can see that cooler high building in. And then, unfortunately, for your Christmas weekend, Christmas Eve, probably after midnight, we're going to have rain moving in. And that light rain will have a little break in the rain during the day. And then more rain comes in Christmas Eve night. Christmas night into Sunday morning. And that rain, you can see low pressure system could linger into part of Sunday before it finally slowly pulls out. This storm could be pretty strong. It's like it gets offshore and it really has it intensifying. And then you can see just the pattern we're in here. There's no real cold air, and unfortunately, it looks a little junky too. It looks like maybe, and it's always toward the end. This is like the carrot and the stick. Literally, the last 3 days of the GFS always have it getting colder. You'll see when we look at our temperature anomaly charts. It's extremely frustrating, but it's not getting any closer. It just keeps pushing it off, which is what's annoying. That's what we call the carrot and the stick, and that's, like I said, that's incredibly frustrating. So here we are Wednesday. For your tomorrow, and you'll see we're going to be above normal. Then we cool off to near normal to a little bit below normal on Thursday. Look at the middle part of the country. Another thing to think of that the media has not brought up is the lack of extreme cold is actually probably leading to a higher transmission of viruses. So that's something else to think about in this pandemic. Of course, the media is not going to talk about that. You can see the midsection of the country really above normal. We are slightly above normal. And here comes that next cold air outbreak, but it just kind of fizzles. It doesn't really get in here. You can clearly see the zonal pattern that we have setting up. The cold air, it looks like it's trying to bring in some cold air into the Midwest as we get toward the end of the period, but it's always doing that. And that's the problem. It's always doing that. It just keeps pushing it off to the last. So I can't really take it seriously. at this point. So let's look at the jet stream here, and you can see the jet stream's a mess. And let me just make this region a little bigger. Let's go to the North American view of the jet stream. All right, this is a little better. This kind of shows you a little more. So here's your North American view of the jet stream, and you can see here, got this little trough coming through. It'll bring a little cool air, and then we're just stuck in this zonal pattern, just one west to east flow. This is your zonal pattern right here, and it sucks. I mean, literally, this is a bad pattern to have. I mean, you get a little shallow trough in the interior northwest, and then fire hose all the way through the country. That's not good if you want clear skies, and that's not good if you want cold air either. So it's gonna kind of stay this way. You can see not really much. Look at this. So this is crazy. Look at this toward the end of the period. Look at what it does to the jet stream. I mean, this is just nuts. So, what is this? Come on already. Fire hose zonal. The cold air is just trapped in Canada. This is so annoying. It's just so annoying. So here you go. Crappy pattern that we are in. So let's take a closer look now at the HRRR, and we'll look at our rain threat now. So here we go into tomorrow. You'll see here that we have a few showers over Jersey. We have, and you'll see those showers occurring in the morning. See, it's going to linger a little bit on Long Island now. If you're in Suffolk County, it's not going to end until like 10, 11 o'clock. It's slowing down a little bit, unfortunately. So you can see that, but it really won't be all that much rain. Total accumulated precip, not much. Maybe some areas could get close to 0.3 inch, maybe, but generally a quarter of an inch or less is likely. Let's look at our temperatures now. Actually, I'm looking at the 0-1Z. I should be looking at the other one, but we'll go to the temperature. I was looking at the 0-1Z. Let's look at the 0Z. So here's your temperature. So probably be staying, upper 30s to around 40 at night. You can sort of see there's a little bit of a warm surge that makes its way over the South Fork, and then tomorrow will be in the mid 40s. And then the colder air comes in tomorrow night. We're going to be dropping into the 20s, and for Thursday, will probably be a similar day to yesterday. We'll have highs in the mid 30s, and hopefully some more sunshine that day. And if you look at the dew points, you'll see where the airflow is coming from, northwest to west. See that northwest wind? There you go. We'll move this back into tomorrow, so you see the northwest wind there. But you can see there could be a little bit of warm sector that might try to make its way into the South Shore or east, the east end there, perhaps. When you see that cooler air coming into play there. All right. So let's go to the GFS next, and we'll look at our wind flow on the GFS. So tomorrow night we have the winds. Winds die off on Thursday. It gets lighter, northwest wind, and then looking at your wind flow for Friday, we still stay in the northwesterly pattern, and then there comes that storm for your Saturday. You can sort of see that warm air that's going to try to surge in, see where the easterly flow at the low levels, and there's your storm right there. And your warm sector, which may wind up affecting some parts of the area, perhaps. That's a ways off right now. But then comes the northwest winds back on Sunday. And by Monday, we are back in that northwesterly flow. Looking at the temperatures here, 30s for Monday. So let's see, it cools off on Sunday. But Christmas Eve will probably be a little bit above normal. Perhaps if you're in Jersey, maybe you might see mid-40s for Long Island, low 40s. And then as your storm passes on Saturday, you can see it's going to be a bit, on Christmas Day, it's going to be a bit of a, Long Island probably be cooler, probably around upper 30s to around 40, but Jersey could be mid to upper 40s, depending on how close to that warm sector you get. And here's that warm sector going over the area Sunday morning, where Jersey could soar into the 50s, and then the cold air comes in later on in the day. And then behind it, we have colder air for Monday and Tuesday. But going to the long range, we'll just look see what the GFS is guessing for the rest of the year. Looks like it doesn't have it too warm. Looks like we have some colder days. So at least that's some good news right there. Now let's go look at the skies. When are we going to get a clear day again? So let's take a look at this and see what we have. So obviously today, plenty of clouds. Looking at the 18Z RGM here, plenty of clouds. across our area today. And those clouds will be with us. Now, it looks like, unfortunately, they're going to linger probably into the early part of the afternoon, and then maybe they'll probably move out. Originally, we thought it would clear out a little earlier than that, but the storm system is moving slower, and therefore we're not going to clear out as fast. For your Thursday, should have mostly sunny skies. There might be a little bit of cirrus around, and then that cirrus increases as you're getting toward the evening hours. And Friday, obviously, looks like a lot of clouds, but maybe a little break in the middle of the day there, and then more cirrus rolls in later on us. We can also look at the NAM as well for your sky cover. Let's go to the NAM for that 18Z NAM. So here's the 18Z NAM for your sky cover, and again, you can see it's just NAM's, maybe it'll clear out by like noon, maybe. We'll get lucky. We'll have to see what happens. Thursday, we'll have plenty of sunshine, but then we'll have to watch that cirrus hitting, especially as you head into the afternoon. So if you want to really get a nice blue sky on Thursday, I guess you're going to have to get up real early. This is such the pattern we are in. It's zonal. GFS, we can go a little further on the GFS. You could see Friday, we'll probably get some sunset, but the weekend looks like we're going to be socked into clouds most of the weekend, unfortunately. And then after that, we are going to be socked in clouds for a while, it looks like. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty junky to the rest of the year. We'll have to wait until maybe the next year. It just sucks. I hate this junky weather. Sucks, man. It really does suck. But this is the pattern we're in, this horrible zonal pattern. And again, this is all due to climate change. And I want to just go over this article, which I'll have linked below. Scientists warn Antarctic glacier could collapse, raise sea levels at least a foot. They want to, again, pour, I don't know how many billions of dollars into the South Shore. But literally that might buy them 5 to 10 years, and then they're going to have to do it all over again. Keep putting these barriers up and rebuilding the dunes and stuff. It's a futile battle. It really is. You're throwing money away that could be invested in other parts of Long Island, the way I feel about it anyway. Because you're trying to stop something that is pretty powerful. So the Thwaites Glacier, which is the size of Florida, could collapse in the next 3 to 5 years. The ice shelf holding the glacier in place is quickly developing cracks due to the warm water hitting it. There's going to be a dramatic change in the front of the glacier, probably within less of a decade. So this is just all part of... and the glacier in its entirety holds enough water to raise the sea level by over 2 feet. And it could lead to even more sea level rise, up to 10 feet, if it draws the surrounding glaciers with it. So very concerning, very alarming. This is all part of the climate emergency that we are under, that people just don't want to pay attention to. And actually, the pandemic is actually part of that, because warmer world means more disease. Or, a world with warmer temperatures means more disease. You have more insects, which can be vectors for disease. And that's why we need to be taking this climate crisis a lot more seriously. But, I could talk to them blue in the face. You're still going to have those jerks. I see them every day with their huge pickup trucks driving alone in them. They don't need them. And again, the president nobody wants to take it seriously enough. If I was the president, those things would be off the road. Unless you genuinely need a pickup truck for your job or whatever, you won't be allowed to have one, all right? And all vehicles will be required to be hybrid. And that should have already been done, all right? That's one angle of it. But nobody wants to take it seriously. I think the biggest disease of all that's running rampant in this country right now, and sadly around the world, it's called greed. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.